watched the video that Kurt Phelps put together on how to differentiate in modern times with all the automation that's actually gone in recruiting and everything else. And I reached out to Kurt. He and I had been connected on LinkedIn for some time and worked together in the past. And when I spoke to him, it just made a lot of sense to work with my network and to work with the people that know me and have worked with me over the years, and to really see where I can help, see where I can be of assistance to, whether, they were a VC, an executive, or, a business owner that I was working with in the past, or that knows me from the past. When it comes down to it, business is about people and relationships. And networking is a very natural thing for me. It's something that I've worked at over the years, but as time goes by, you may lose touch with folks that you really intended to always keep in contact with. And it's remarkable to me how, when that happens, and especially if you've got a good relationship with them, after you reach out to them, you pick right up where you left off. It's as if you just spoke to them, yesterday, although it may have been 6 months or a year or even a couple of years before that. And so relationships are extremely important. So networking and the ability to pick up and talk to those folks and catch up, see where you're at, what you've learned since you last got together, and all the experience that you've had, it's just, number one, it's a great time to do it, and to actually have that experience. And number two, it's just incredibly valuable. And so networking is something that we all need to do and work at, even though we may not all be very good at it initially. I honestly have not looked very hard for opportunities over the years, because they were typically coming to me from my network, from either the current roles that I was in. I was at a very large networking company for over 13 years. Then I started my own firm. And then that's the first time I really started reaching out to look at, what are the opportunities that are out there right now? So, this was really my first time going about and looking for a role in my career. Absolutely led to many opportunities, from speaking with VC firms to CEOs of companies that had opportunities. It really wound up in the end that I had quite a few opportunities. It's interesting when you look at finding a new role, especially if you haven't been doing it for a while. Like I hadn't done it for many, many years, having had my own company and everything else. So you realize that, especially if you're talking to younger stage companies, that companies tend to change their minds quickly about some of the roles that they want to do in the younger stage. And as you look at, mid-stage or later stage companies, you find a lot of different reasons as to why you may or may not want to work there. And so part of the process for me was really understanding, what did I really want to do? What was the role that really excited me, that had the right mission, had the right vision, that really fell in line with what excites me as an individual contributor and as a leader. And so I was really, it was a great process to actually speak to all the different opportunities, my network, and all the opportunities that they presented to me. And in the end, I wound up really making a decision that I felt very good about, because I had been through this process of understanding, what's really going to work for me, what's really important to me, what do I really want long term out of my, both long and short term, out of the role that I'm going to be taking here, and what's the opportunity before me. So all those answers, especially the mission, which was really important to me, was, what's the mission behind the company? And can I get behind that mission? Can I get other people behind me with that mission? And can we get excited about doing what we're going to be doing? And that's why I chose the role I chose.